Pakistan Interior Minister Rehman Malik will be completing his rather controversial tour of India today. It's done and dusted now. But during his 3-day tour, Malik has provoked on several occasions. First up, it was equating the Babri Masjid demolition to the 26/11 attacks. Then he rubbed onto the wounds of Kargil martyr Captain Kali by saying that he might have died due to bad weather. But what is unexplainable is India not lodging a strong protest over these repeated insults. You're picking up reactions coming across from the External Affairs Minister, but is this too little too late? Well, not ticking off Malik with a stern reprimand earlier. What was the reason behind that? The government is understandably on fire from the opposition for allowing Malik's statements to go unchallenged. Foreign Minister has advised Pakistan not to indulge in mudslinging and accept mistakes. Again, we ask you, is the timing coming too late?
वो अपने नुकसान से बचने के लिए कोई किसी पर झूठा इल्जाम लगाएगा और हम अगर किसी से हमारे संबंध होते तो हम उस पे इल्जाम लगाकर अपनी क्या अच्छाई करेंगे.
KC Singh, former Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs, joins us now for a perspective on the story. Mr. Singh, first up, your thoughts. Successful visit this for Rehman Malik? If successful, for who, sir?
I think much of the controversy has been generated by his public comments. If he had restricted them or been more careful with his words and less garrulous, perhaps the focus would have been what he came to do, which was to sign the visa agreement, and then they could have also conveyed in very calibrated terms that they also discussed terrorism, they discussed 26/11, they discussed Pakistan's concerns on Samjhauta and so on and so forth. But his public comments took all the attention away from the meeting itself, and you found Government of India batting rather belatedly like the Indian cricket team, trying to avoid a defeat.
No, but Mr. Singh, do you think that, despite the opposition, headlines today had broken the story about how there was, opposition within top ministers as well. But the Home Minister said, no, this must go through. The red carpet was rolled out for Rehman Malik. There was various outrageous comments made. You think the timing for this visit was actually ripe, given the statements that have been made?
Well, we know when Mr. Chidambaram was there, he'd laid down the red lines. He said unless there's progress in 26/11, he had linked the Rehman Malik visit to that. Now we are told, if we have to go by press reports, that Prime Minister has now linked his own trip to Pakistan to 26/11 progress. So there is some shifting of the goalpost there. Obviously, Government of India took a decision. I don't think it's a question of the Home Minister taking it. No visit can take place without Prime Minister's approval. They took a decision that let's go one step forward. Okay. Let's not have the visa agreement held up. So they relented on that, gave him the visit. He came there, and I think there was unnecessary controversy because of his proclivity to just speak off the cuff and generate controversy, and then he's been doing 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Much of it, I think, because he is not very clear about the new subjects, and in fact he said, you shouldn't have asked me questions other than the visa regime. What kind of a minister would say that? He should have been aware of the fact that these 3-4, and his High Commission, I'm sure, should have, if they haven't briefed him, that these 2-3 issues were already in the public domain. The Kalia issue,
yes.
The 26/11 in any case was there,
yes.
And they would come up because it was coming after 26/11 anniversary and on the anniversary of the attack on Parliament.
And this is, of course, always a relationship which has been strained, sensitive ties between India and Pakistan. Let's also build on these comments that KC Singh is talking about. Bring you just how Rehman Malik offended India, may feel, took advantage of India's hospitality.
Abu Jandial, Ansari, they are Indian, and the other guy, and the 2 of them were arrested much before the Bombay blast. So I'm sure they had supplied some information, including the maps.
We do not want any 9/11. We do not want any Bombay blast. We do not want any Samjhauta Express. We do not want any Babri mosque issue. And we can work together. When the fight is going on the border, we really don't know whether he was killed with a bullet of Pakistani bullet or he died because of the weather. आज और कल मैंने एयरपोर्ट से भी अर्ज किया था कि अगर मुझे अभी एविडेंस आप दे, if it's substantive, documentarily or any material evidence. Before I leave Pakistan, I'll order his arrest.
Alright, so was the situation made worse by India's silence? KC Singh, we're picking up the comment from the External Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid coming out and saying there's no point in mudslinging, talking about Abu Jindal, saying that if he was one of our own, why would we make allegations against him? You think it's too late? Once Rehman Malik is on a plane back home, you're making these comments, you're completely silent when he was making one outrageous statement after another.
Well, maybe that was his agenda. He has a constituency, he has an election coming up. He does want to show he's come to India and he's relented. He has got his army also to be kept happy.
No, so why was India letting it happen?
He cannot say that. Well, you are now stuck with a ministerial visit. You can't offend him. And if you start,